Okay, you guys, we are back to do another review on Love and Marriage DC. I really was limboing whether I should do this. I really and truly wasn't about to do it. Really and truly didn't want to do it. But here we are.
That's right.
Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I was put God
first.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video. Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Love and Marriage DC.
Speak up.
I am speaking up. I got that DC voice, man. See, you want to play. You wants to play. You wants to play. You know, little Jamie ain't the only one gonna be crying.
You better put that mallet down, child, before.
You know, I'm trying to snatch somebody's hat off. You want to snatch your wig off?
You can. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Snatch it off and throw it in the camera like 3D. They go, monster.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget that we do have merch that you can purchase from our online store, KOED Wear. And we do have a Patreon that you're welcome to join and sign up because, yeah. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Now, like I said in the intro, I really and truly didn't want to do it, wasn't about to do it, wasn't interested in watching it. I put a poll out there on our community tab just to kind of gauge people and see exactly where they are. Did they want to do it, you know? Wanted to break from the Love and Marriage brand completely. But so yeah, I said, well, let me just watch it and see. And,
yeah, most of the people that voted said, no, they ain't watching it. So,
and they don't watch it.
Yeah, they don't watch it or they're not going to watch it. And I said, okay, we're going to do it anyway.
No, I watched it and I said, okay, it do seem a little interesting because I do like two of the couples that's on there.
I actually do.
Now, Monique and Chris will not be missed.
I don't know. I wasn't a big Monique fan, but after I saw Jordan Clifton on there.
The microphone going down. I'm going to see what it looked like.
A nipple?
I ain't get it.
Oh, black carpet nipple. Sorry about that, y'all. I know y'all. Damn, my ear. I'm sorry.
So yeah. Like I said, Monique and Chris will not be missed.
Yes, they will. Yes,
I know
you gonna edit that part out?
No.
You're not gonna edit that part out? We drop mics and people ear and cook, spin their ear.
Hey.
Anyway, actually, after seeing this episode, I kind of miss Monique, man.
Give me the mallet because if I'm gonna clip you, as much as you dog Monique out last season, you can't tell me that you want her over there.
I get it. Yeah, she was so, to me, she was doing way too much, kind of fake, whatnot. But after seeing Joy, I don't know, it's a toss-up, man, because Joy can be so extra that it can become real cringy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Joy, we get it, you doing a little too much, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, so it's called Changing the Guards or Changing Other Guards and stuff, I guess, because Monique and them just said, listen, we ain't coming, we done with the show, whatever. However she phrased it, whatever. I think she said that they weren't paying her enough and she didn't like some of the editing or something like that, so she just kind of quit something. But anyway, so it's Quick in the studio, and he's talking to, I guess, his business partner. They on the radio and stuff. And they was saying, I think she was reading an article saying that the Samuels are getting a divorce / separation. And Jamie walked in, but he said that Quick said that he hadn't heard nothing about it. He hadn't talked to them. And you can tell that these people don't know these people.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you hear
if you're real close friends with this person, they would have called you. You would have known about it. Right?
Well, sometimes people just don't share, and stuff do get out in the media. But that person, you would have been feeling like, oh man, let me call this person real quick. You want to be like, I ain't heard from my auntie. So you can tell that they're not close.
Yeah,
Period.
because like I said, me personally, if I was close to a friend and I was going through some things, my friends would know before it gets on the TV or on the radio. It's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Or
if they're real
once
friends.
right? Or once you get out there, you call them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
going on, man? I heard you, yada yada yada. But
You can tell that. So Quick was just saying, a lot of stuff happened in marriage. People had their ups and downs and stuff like that. So he wasn't really co-signing on none of that. He didn't believe it. But anyway, but I did want to say this, that Arena and Ashley are, seem like they have built a friendship. But I didn't understand, and maybe y'all understood it when Ashley said we are friendship. We have a friendship, and she said without the D. Like there's no D from her, no D from for Jamie, like no D. I don't understand.
I don't understand that. It must be a DC thing. I don't know, because you take the D out of friend, you have friend.
Friendship.
What friendship means?
Most people say friend. They don't really add the D in.
Yeah, maybe you guys can explain that to us down here in the South, because we don't understand what she was trying to get at.
Maybe because of that issue they had later on and we're gonna see in the season. Maybe she was just like, But anyway, but she went through all of that to explain it, that I still don't know. So it seems as though Jamie came to Quick's, place of employment and stuff, and they sit down and talk, and Jamie said what?
Hey, Quick said, "What you doing here in the middle of the day?" Jamie said, "Man, I retired, man. I retired from the police force. He's been a police officer for 25 years. First of all, I didn't know he was a police officer. He kept that on the wraps first on the first season. But now it makes sense in the way Jamie, his personality is now. He's real aggressive because he is a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Some police officers don't know when to leave work at work.
They're not to separate.
Yeah, and you just keep home at home. You know what I'm saying? It kind of blends the lines. And I think that's what sometimes with Jamie, that's what he goes through. And that's why he's so aggressive when he gets home. But no, that was a surprise to me that he was a police officer, man.
Yeah.
How you have time to do everything else? Police officer, DJ, realtor.
Yeah, DJ too?
I think he's like a event planner or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's why, last season when, he pulled up to the car.
Oh, yeah. He was doing, yeah.
And she said, "Don't we talk loud like that?" He drove.
So anyway, they sit down and talk, and they said that they throwing Jason a black party because him going away, and
Who? Him going away?
Because
him going away. Him
going away.
Because of him going away.
Okay, all right. People in the comments, you trying to be like the people in the comments. Yeah. Because of him going away, it's what you get.
I told you they country. Look at that. Backwoods, Alabama. Him going away.
Anyway, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that I ain't not trying to say it. I think I tried to say it. So yeah, it's how to get in my head.
But, that's even worse. You thought you was right. Him going away
because of him going away.
Because of him going away.
Because of him going away. I'm saying it because of him going away.
No, you didn't say it. You said because him going away. Because him going away. Oh yeah, Alabama.
You don't leave Alabama out of this. Anyway, so then you have a conversation where Ashley and Arena sit down and they're talking, and I like their friendship together. I'm glad that they bonded in building one. So she was just saying that she wanted Ashley kind of pick some pictures of Jason to see which one to work as far as him having that picture up and stuff. She's like, "Oh, give me a little Al B. Sure back." Always have. I don't know why I didn't see it.
I always saw. I said he looked like Al B. Sure, a darker version of Al B. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait for him to say, "Night and day, girl." Yeah.
That's not how that song goes. That's not how that song goes.
Do you want to one? Do you want to one? Do you want to one? Rescue me. Do you want to one? Do you want to one? Rescue.
Dog, I had the song in my head.
I know I can't sing
at all.
I can accept that, but guess what? That's not gonna stop me from trying. You need to stop trying.
Looking like an old rapper. So anyway, so Ashley and
Really? Really?
I would have said somebody's name, but he's deceased, so I got to find another name to say that you're looking like. But anyway,
Old rapper. I am an
Mhm.
old rapper. Y'all check my old CDs out back in the day. I didn't put them out for sale, but I had them in my trunk of my car, handing them out. It didn't blow up, so I had to go find a regular job, and now here I am.
He
on
was
YouTube.
not. Don't listen to him. Eddie just sitting up there shucking y'all.
MC rapper, man. I was, man. I can spit
He
some
wish
line.
do it.
I can't do it right now.
Why? Because you're too old. Can't
Yeah.
remember the line. So they talking and so she was just basically saying that she having this black party for Jason and everything.
Stole my idea.
And so Ashley was just saying that Quick also working a lot. He's supposed to be pulling back from working, but he's still a workaholic and everything. So she said he working, so she gonna be working on some things. So let's see. They also talk about the Samuels coming to of what they heard about the Samuels and everything. But they said that they got that big house, honey, but one moved out. I don't know who moved out. They got two separate houses.
That sound like they on opposite sides of the city right now. They moved out, and one stay on one side of the city, and the other stays on the other side of the city. And I'm assuming it got to that point. It got that bad for somebody to move out the house, because that was a huge house they had.
That they could be on one.
Yeah, exactly. Opposite sides of the house. So I'm assuming they got to a point they just couldn't stand to be
in each other's presence.
I was about to say that until you cut me off. I was just about to say it. He just intervened and jumped in.
They say that married people can finish each other's thoughts, so that's what I was doing.
I want you to finish my thoughts.
Well, you should have made fun of me when I said him. So okay, all right.
You know what? Somebody make a shirt say him going away. him going away. Yeah.
So they talk about that, and then also talk about what is it? Little Jamie and Big Jamie are in a feud with each other, and they're not getting along over a speeding ticket and all that stuff.
It's deeper than a speeding ticket, but yeah, that was the speeding ticket was the catalyst of them starting the beef. But we'll get to that part later.
So now here come Eddie's favorite couple, Clifton and Joy.
They are not my favorite couple.
He just don't want to admit it.
No, I'm not. They're not my favorite. Not even when they was on the other show. It wasn't my favorite couple, man. Clifton, I can tolerate, but Joy, I cannot. I can't. I'm sorry. She just do too much. Too much. It's to the point when she's on the screen and she has her little scenes. It makes my flesh crawl.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's to that point because she's doing too much. It's like it's real cringing, like, man. Okay, I understand you got to put a little sauce out there, you know what I'm saying, for TV, but make it feel natural. You know what I'm saying? Hers don't feel natural.
So it seems as though, of course, we know them from Ready to Love. We did do the review on them, or when they was on that season. The way it kind of ended on that season was a turnoff for us, how they treated, one or two of the castmates and stuff. But so they still together, they got engaged, and somebody asked, if these people watching, Ready Love people watching this, somebody asked, well, why did they said that they were engaged on Ready to Love? We saw that Simone and what's his name, Rashid got engaged on the show, and Ready to Love, Tommy said this is our first, engaged couple, Ready to Love. Well, that was filmed a long time ago, and now we know from months back that Joy and Clifton got engaged too on the news or something. So it seems as though they are living together, and he got a beard oil. He said he an entrepreneur. Beard oil is all that he said that he preneuing.
I know he got to have another job somewhere. He has to have another job, man. Unless since he got them kids, especially. I don't know how old are his boys? 14 and 4. 14,
yeah, and 4.
Yeah, so maybe he's getting child support from the baby mamas or something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Cause the house they picked to move into, that's a huge house, man.
Oh, sorry, 18 and 4.
18 and 4. Well, at least get on child support for one of the kids. That's why they want both the kids stay with him permanent full time, right? That's what I understood. So now I don't know. He could be getting child support, but he has to be doing something else other than selling
beard oil.
Just want to say beard oil. I want to say it.
I know. Go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's just like, but the house they picked, they supposed to get together. That's a huge house with a swimming pool on the side. I said, man, is Joy making that type of money singing?
Mm-hmm.
And she making that type of money while she's on the show, man.
Mm-hmm. But Jen, you did say they getting the house. They didn't say they were buying the house.
Yeah, they could be renting it.
Or did they say they was buying it? I don't know. But anyway, so they talk about like Joy. She was in Mexico, for a long time singing, but sorry, that's rude. Oh, so sorry. But the long distance relationship, was kind of taxing on him. So, she stopped doing that and she came on home. So I'm not sure what she do. I guess she's singing in clubs or whatever around here. I don't know. I mean, in, the States. So, Clifton did ask,
sorry, y'all. My phone. I'm trying to conduct business on the side here.
Clifton did ask, how does she feel about being a bonus mom? Because she don't have any kids, His sons are 14 and 4. And I'm saying, what happened to the 4? Well, he was married with that last one.
I don't know.
That's a young age not to be, what I'm saying, with the mom. And I do get it. Sometimes folks break up honey for the child pushed out good. But I'm just saying that seems so close. Now, if it was a one night stand, y'all never had, relationship, I can get that. But if you was in a relationship with the 4-year-old mom, and I don't remember the story, I don't follow them on social media, so I don't know the backstory to none of that, because some of y'all may know.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know how old Clifton is. But having a 4-year-old son, a 4-year-old, period, at this age, man. Oh my goodness.
You're talking about 18 to 4?
So that was like a 14-year gap there. But still, I think Clifton is late 30s or early 40s, man. And now you got a 14-year-old, a 4-year-old you got to, take care of. And then, but Joy said she knew what she was getting into, because she knew he had 2 kids and she don't have any kids, so she knew the situation. So hey.
Yeah. And then they do some little, I hope that we don't see this a lot, and I think, of course, we know that they were sexual on Ready to Love, and they did some sexual stuff on here, and I just don't want to see that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they got. That's the thing. That's all they have. It seems like to me. They make, sexual, jokes with one another. And, hey, it's cute, every once in a while. But like you said, they do it all the time.
So, anyway, let's move on to Ashley and Quick. So, Ashley got her assistant, Angela. And she was a nanny at one point, but now she's her assistant. And
I'm thinking about getting me an assistant.
And so, anyway. Yep, go ahead. So anyway, the cute little dog, come in the room with them and jump on the bed. Quick said, do not have that dog on the bed.
Me and Quick, it's like we just alike, man. Do not have any animals on the bed, man.
I'm guilty.
Yeah, because they be outside, all in the dirt and all that. They be pooping.
They probably, but they go out to poop.
Yeah, they go out to poop and come back. Now they got the little booty poop. Rub on the bed and stuff, man. Come on, no, man. I know my parents, when they dogs come inside, they wipe their behinds before they go in the house.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they wipe them, you know what I'm saying? And some people don't wipe their pets behinds when they go outside. They just come in, just boo body all over the bed, man. And they dogs run, you know how they scratch their butts on the air. And come on, man. I want that on the bed. No. They animals might have some fleas or ticks. You never know, man. But now you sleeping, you scratching in the middle of the night, wonder what's wrong. Hey, it's about your pet.
So she got her assistant, and the dog was jumping on the bed. So anyway, and sitting down, their conversation was really talking about their oldest son. I think he's the oldest. 14 years old. Yeah. And basically, Quick was like, you know, you need to stop coddling this boy. You know, you wake him up for school and he need to get up on his own and stuff. And she said, listen, my childhood, the way I was raised was different than the way you was raised and stuff like that. My parents was not doing all that with me. And I vowed to make sure that, you know, my children feel loved.
I think Jamie said something later on in the show about, you know, how the 70s parents want their kids, you know, they have now to have what they didn't have back in the day. I don't care if it's like materialistic stuff or, you know, like you say, love. Me personally, I'm old school thinking, no, you're 14, 15 years old. You got to start learn how to get your own self up. You got to learn how to do this because it's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom, your parents aren't going to be around you all the time to wake you up.
Yeah.
So learn now before you go off to school, or because you're 14, 4 years from now, you're going to be in college. You might go off to college on your own. Your mom's not going to be there to wake you up. So what you going to do is fall asleep, oversleep, miss classes? Because when you go to college, that's money. So, but yeah, I'm with Quick on this one, man. Start calling these kids, calling these kids, coolie. Stop babying these kids and let the kids, you know, learn life, man.
I can say this, that I think I probably was like that with, you know, my sons, and their dad had to intervene and tell me to stop and allow them to grow up and to be men. So maybe that's something that women have with their sons. And maybe, you know, I know with men, sometimes they do that with their daughters.
Well, it's different because, especially me, you don't want your daughter to go in life without the skills that she can't, you know, support her own self. Because you don't want your daughter to depend on a man for something. That man could use that against your daughter. So you want to make sure your daughter learn life.
We ain't talking about them. I'm just saying simply waking up or coddling them or babying them or
it's not
spoiling them.
No, I don't think, not most men. I would say, for me, for instance, it's not me trying to spoil my daughter. It's trying to give her life lessons, because it's a lot of men out there will use that against you. So you want to know, you want to make sure that your daughter can stand on her own 2 feet. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, go out there, change your tire. Go out there, you know, pump your own gas. Go out there and make your own money, because you don't want to depend on a man.
Yeah, but you totally changed that. That's not what we was even talking
No,
about.
but that's part of it. It's about life.
Yeah. So now we are we get to the scene where they're talking about Jason's party. So Jason, this, you know, Albie Shore, baby Albie Shore.
Why you keep calling him baby? He do look Albie Shore.
Albie Shore, baby Irina. Irina never did say it. Took Ashley to say it, but yeah, baby Albie Shore. So anyway,
I don't know. Where is that? Albie Shore is from New York. Okay, I know he's from New York. Okay.
Irina, where was you around that time?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Albie Shore comes to DC. Do you want to one? Rescue.
So Joy and Clifton came because they was invited to the party and everything. And but also Irina was telling her mom the situation that went down with Lil Jamie, Big Jamie, and all that stuff or whatever, and you know, the stuff that he was saying and everything. I think I forgot who that was. That I think that was Jamie that said that, you know, Irina has coddled him. I think that was.
Yeah, that was Jamie was saying that, you know, his Irina, or as I would call her, the chameleon. Because every time you see her, she look different, man.
Different.
I'm talking about, wow. Now, she's an attractive woman, don't get me wrong. But every time you turn around, is that the same person?
Yeah.
Is that the same person?
No confessionals.
Yeah.
They hear confession. They change. They dress. They attire all the time.
They do.
But yeah, Irina looks different. But I remember she said that she kind of battles with her body. Like she don't like this. She don't like that. She don't like that. So it looked like she had some work done. Even when I think I seen her on Instagram, I really didn't know who she was. You know, that's how different she looks. But anyway, yeah, somebody said that, and then I think that was going back with Quick, and Ashley was having a conversation, and she was just saying Quick is like that because of what's going on with little Jamie.
Right.
And he explained that, you know, his child is a good child. Nah, he threw the other child up on the bus.
Yeah, he
called him bad.
he said, yeah, our child's a good child. The other child's a bad child that's been spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Entitled. Okay. And I don't think little Jamie is bad. I don't think. I just think he got caught up with the wrong crowd, and they influenced him a lot, and he just went down that wrong path,
Yeah.
man.
To me, it's a difference being a child just being bad all the time, or a child just hanging around the wrong people, just trying to find their identity
Right.
in life, and it don't always end well.
And
You
it
know?
doesn't matter if you have two parents or one parent in the household. Some kids, they get out there, get around certain kids, and they get influenced because first of all, they're trying to fit in.
Yep.
You know, it's peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? So they just trying to just blend in with the crowd. And to me, I feel like that's what Jamie was trying to do. You know, he was trying to hang with the bad boys, you know, and blend in and be accepted, you know, by the bad boys, and you know, down the wrong path, man. And sometimes parents can do all they can do.
Yep.
And it's still up to that child to make sure they do the right thing, especially when they get older.
So they asking where Monique at, what Monique and everything.
Y'all
so
know Monique ain't coming.
So they a little disappointed, but they also talking to Joy and Clifton, and you know they were saying, "Ooh, congratulations! I got engaged on national TV," which was like on the news or something. And
it wasn't on the news or just on the.
No, they was like on a. You know how we have like home talk Alabama where you kind of sit down and they talk or something and ask them, you know.
Well, you could say they was on the news, like they was on CNN or something like that.
Some local news that they have, and they were just talking, you know.
Fair point.
So it seems as though Joy is speaking at a Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey event that they are having, and she will be speaking from the Ready to Love sector, and she will be talking to single mothers. And that was a big issue because Ashley and Arena like, how? What? Why are you talking to single mothers?
And I can see why Ashley and Serena. That's a nice Serena.
No, I don't know who Serena is.
What you saying, Ashley?
Arena.
Okay. Ashley and Arena. I can kind of see that point because Joy is not a single mother. She don't know what single mothers go through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you got to walk in those shoes, in my opinion, to realize what they go through. So what kind of experience can she tell a single mother when she's not a single mother? Mm-hmm. So that didn't make sense to me.
A single mother trying to find love. Yeah, it's going to be different dynamic. You got to have somebody to watch your kids.
Right. You got to make sure you bring the right guy around your kids. Right. So Joy don't know anything about that.
And then, too, talking to single mothers, you may say something and offend them, you know, because it's hard being a single mom.
You might say, well, thank God, you know, I didn't have my kids. Thank God I don't have kids. So such and such. That might offend the single mother, like you said. Oh, yeah, you don't have kids, but we do. And, you know, hey, we got to make the best out of this situation.
Yeah, so it's a different scenario, you know, because she said, you know, she don't know, you know, why they chose her for that topic, but she said she going to do it and she going to
they will say, okay, Joe, we need you to talk about single women with no kids dating a guy with kids. Okay, you can talk about that because that's what you're doing.
Or just talking about just being a single woman, period. Yeah. You know, trying to date. You know, and that part can be hard. You know, you don't have to put it in the single mother category, you know.
Right. So, I'm just saying, you know,
I agree. But it seemed like it got a little heated and everything.
Yeah, because some of the women trying to figure out what you can tell me about being single, especially the woman, I don't know who she was.
The other one.
Yeah, kind of rolled her eyes at Joy.
Yeah, so Joy got a little, you know, she was trying
Then she got extra with it. How she did it?
I don't know.
Oh, it is, and rolled her neck. Come on. All right, we know you're trying to shine for the cameras. Calm down.
She in her confessional, she was saying too that, you know, people got something to say, they just hating. You know, you should congratulate.
Ain't nobody hating.
Say you should congratulate.
Ain't nobody trying to hate on her. We just saying they got the wrong person talking about the wrong subject.
Now, going back, I know you asked a question. Was Joy a part of this friend group, you know, before TV? From what I gather, they were not, you know, because you got the Potomac and then you got the
DC
Potomac Love and Marriage. DC, then you got Ready to Love in the Potomac, and I think they ended up colliding like that because of them both being on television. And it seems as though that Joy and Clifton had kind of built a friendship with them because I used to see them on social media and stuff like that. But now Ashley and Joy, I don't know, because it seemed like, according to what Arena was saying, maybe they had a closer friendship, you know, maybe off, you know, before TV or anything. So it seemed like they friendship gonna get a little tested on down the road, but we don't know. I would like to know the history of their backstory of them all knowing each other. So let's see. The artist had pulled out the artwork he did of Jason, and everything. And so it was a nice piece of work. You know, Jason got to be a part of it, like, you know, scraping the hat.
Oh, it's some type of art you can actually feel in your hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So yeah, so he did it. What's his name? Jamie said that was his brother, but maybe we were just saying it in, you know, in jest, you know, saying my brother, you know, did this. But anyway, so it seems that though Arena and Jamie get a little emotional because their son, you know, is going off for 9 months and pursuing some things on his own. And she was like, you know, this is my baby, you know. Is he like legally blind?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and she was just like, you know, I've been his protector. Like he never really went off nowhere, you know, with nobody else, you know. So it'll be hard for them.
Yeah, which, you know,
I understand.
Yeah, that's understandable, man. You know, but the young man, he wants to be on his own. He wants to live his own life, and we wish him nothing but the best.
Yep. It seems as though little Jamie did come in because they was concerned if he was gonna come and, you know, be there to celebrate with his brother. And so his daddy said, "Listen, let me come pull you to the side." He looked like he didn't want to go. You know,
he knew it was gonna. He knew it was gonna happen. He knew it was gonna go down.
Let me tell you, so I would have went in that hallway. I wouldn't have went on that balcony. I don't know how high you up, but that's right there would have scared me.
It was in the penthouse, so
that would have scared me. So anyway, so as they sitting there talking, baby, you can go ahead and hit it from here.
Basically, what Lil James was telling Big James is that Big James asked Lil James, "Hey, we got a text from you, Lil James, and your text said we don't do nothing for you. That your girl holds you down, and we don't do nothing for you." Big James was telling Lil James, "Man, I gave you $100 a week. We bought you a car. So you tell me your girlfriend is doing that for you?" Then Lil James said, "No, I ain't saying that, fool." He called his own dad a fool, man. And like you said, yeah, some of it, you were seeing some tennis shoes flying off that doggone balcony, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way my children gonna call me a fool.
I don't care how old you are. That's a lack of respect for your own father, man. So I can see why Big Jamie got heated.
I got heated just watching.
And I'm saying, Big Jamie said, it's all over a speeding ticket. Like Big Jamie said, man, I give you, why not use the money I give you each week to pay your speeding ticket? You know what I'm saying? I'll give you $400 a month. You can use that to pay your speeding ticket, but you want more. You say you spoil, you're entitled, but you stay in trouble. He said, Lil James said, I ain't worried about that. My woman got me. She take care of me. She got my back. She hold me down. I didn't like that either. So you depend on a woman to hold you down. And Big James said, I set you up for a job, okay? And even though the job looked at your record and said you would deny the job cost of your record, you got mad at me. You know, Big James said, you got mad at me. For what reason? I'm the one trying to hook you up with a job. And Lil James said, no, I got mad at you because you know my record was bad. And you kind of put me down after I got turned down for the job. And Big James said, I even told you, let's bump that job right there. We're going to move on to the next job. You didn't want to hear that. So they went back and forth.
No, it was a security job. He didn't want to do security.
He said, I'm trying to set you up for a security job. I don't want to do no security job. I don't want to do that. But Big James said, you ain't got no job. You're 26 with no job. So you got to do something. You can't be, with a record, and as old as he is, you really can't be picky. You know what I'm saying? You got to start from somewhere. So yeah, they got heated, and Lil James started cussing Big James, and Big James said, you need to get out of here, basically. Get out of my face. And Lil James walked out, and that was that.
No, his son left. Yeah, he left. He didn't tell him to get out of his face. Who said get out of my face? He said
it's a good thing he got out of my face.
Oh, okay, okay.
Somebody would probably throw him over the back of the career.
He called me a fool. That would have been cut the cameras.
So after that, you know, Lil Jamie walked out. So Big Jamie walked in. He was talking to Quick, and he said, man, Quick, man, these kids nowadays, they want everything given to them, man. They don't want to work hard for it.
In the 90s,
they said the 90 kids, they just want everything given to them. In the 70s, man, we had to work for everything, which is true. We did. And these 90 kids, they just want everything given to them. They don't want to do nothing. They feel so entitled, which is true to most for a lot of kids, which is true.
Born in the 90s.
Yeah, and mine was too. So this is true. And so they was going back and forth, and that's when production told Big James, come in the hallway, Big James, come in the hallway. Right now, we need you in the hallway. But they go in the hallway, Lil James is sitting down in the hallway, and I guess the producer was talking to Lil James, your dad needs you, you know.
She said, you carry his last name.
Yeah, you carry his last name.
She trying to encourage.
Yeah, then Big James come out and see what was going on. Then Lil James snapped on him, you know, again. You know, so they had words, man, and that's when it went off.
Yeah, it look like they're gonna be fighting, child.
Yeah, but you know,
I still be stuck at food.
yeah.
I still be stuck at
I
food.
said, you call me a what?
Still be stuck in food. I couldn't hear nothing else past that. He said, "You call me a fool." I still been stuck in food. I don't know if his son amping it up because the camera's around and he don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying, weak or whatever. But I'm just saying, I would
then
never
again,
call my parent.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the police retirement, but I think Jamie he do have to kind of restrain himself, even though he's retired from the police department. That if he would have done something to that boy on TV, he could have lost his retirement. So that's another thing you got to look at too. So I know he wanted to just pick that dude up. Who's the food now? I'm off the back of it.
I be stuck at food. I be hear nothing. I say he call me food. I be stuck at that point. He call me food. He call me food. So anyway, y'all, that's pretty much where it went off.
Actually, this was a pretty good episode. I thought.
And it looked like the season gonna be alright. So
Yeah.
I'll probably stick with it because I had said, listen, I watched 1 or 2 couple episodes, but and I really don't think that this audience is gonna be toxic like the
It
previous
never last season when we did this, they wasn't as toxic.
Now people have their faves, they
Yeah.
do, because people like Winter. I don't too much care for Winter, but if you like her, you like her. But but yeah, I don't.
Winter, she reminds me of Quad from Married to Medicine. She just there for the drama, you know what I'm saying? So she's like the wish.com version of Quad.
Not wish. But anyway, so on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. That's all we got. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I always put God first, y'all.
Deuces.
Hey!